Yeah, the best of luck. Our final guest has already been a spook and a DI in Whitechapel. Now, Rupert Penry-Jones is taking on the role of a barrister. Barrister Clive Reader, a man who will stop at nothing to win his case and get his silk.
You look a bit uncomfortable with that white ribbon around your brief. Mr. Human Rights prosecuting?
Yeah, well, rape's different. I'm going to see the victim.
Complainant, not victim.
When you've had 15 years at the bar, I might be interested in your opinion. Right now, you don't exist. You coming? Or would it be too difficult for you to look her in the eye?
I can trust you, can't I? Not to coach her, Clive.
Look, we both know you don't want to be doing this, but picking a fight with me won't help you feel better about it. Sacrificing principle for ambition is never going to feel good, Martha, however you dress it up.
Ha-ha. So Rupert Penry-Jones joins us now. And the first question has got to be, what is getting your silk? How does that
It's becoming
work?
a Queen's Counsel, QC. So it basically means you get to pick and choose your briefs, your cases, instead of the clerk saying, you know, here you go, this is your one for the day. And you always get the big ones, the murders, the rapes, you know.
And you have to work towards that.
Yeah, and you do a lot of interviews, you apply to various judges, you have to sort of be squeaky clean. It's
is
the
there
best
something
of the best.
silk that you are given? Is there
your
a silk
gown
something?
is a different gown.
Ah, okay.
You have a different gown, posher gown.
And this does form the foundation for the series. Is that you are in competition to get your silk?
Yes, and both of us, me and Maxine, are both up for silk at the same time, and they feel, the clerks feel it's very unlikely that two young people will get silk, because we're quite young to be getting silk. Normally it's sort of more like nearer your 50s to sort of land it, and also even more unlikely for a woman to get it.
Very different approaches as well, because you know, the Maxine will get involved with her clients, and then she will care. You don't care.
Well, I care about winning and getting my client off or getting a conviction, but I don't care about that.
Don't care about that.
No.
And that, I suppose, must be a dilemma for any barrister. Is that when you are defending someone who you know to be guilty? Well,
yeah. I mean, I've met lawyers and barristers who've, you know, they've shaken hands with murderers who they know are murderers and tried to get them off. So one of them did get them off once, and you know, it's a strange world to live in. But that's the law. That's the
do you
way
understand that? Well, could you, now you've kind of been in it and researched it, could you ever imagine being in it properly as a barrister? Can you understand how they can put that aside and say, I'm just representing them, I'm doing my job?
I don't think until you do it you can understand what that would be like, but I think you have to do that, otherwise you can't do your job. As my character is always telling Maxine's character, you have to be able to put the personal to one.
Do they fancy each other? It was a bit of a love-hate thing. There's something going on there, isn't there?
There's something bubbling underneath, that's all I can say. I mean, personally, I think Clive has always quite liked her. But,
he quite likes the ladies generally, I
Yes, but I think she's special for him, but unobtainable.
So just give us an insight into the world of the bar.
Well, I mean, in some ways it works. The chambers where the show is set is very much like an acting agency's office. I mean, the chief clerk is very like your acting agent who finds you your work, and you go and do your best to win it. But they work a lot harder than actors. And the world of the courts and the whole tradition that is mixed up within it is quite fascinating.
Well, of course, you have to increase the tension a little bit for TV, and things have to happen a little quicker.
Yeah, a little quicker. I went and sat when I did a show called North Square, which was Peter Moffat's show from 10 years ago, and when I was doing research, I went to the Old Bailey and
You're a barrister in that, weren't you?
Yes, and sat in cases there, and there's no way that would make good TV.
No. So his character. He's a dangerous character. He's got an outrageous sense of humour. And probably doesn't realise quite what he's saying. That is outrageous.
Yeah, but he also he's liked by everybody, even though they know he's out of order and he does bad things and he walks all over people to get what he wants. There's something likeable about him.
Well, should we have a look at him in action? Is this Clive being arrogant and boasting? Does it sound like him?
Yeah. Real stretch.
This is all about... This is tonight's episode, which is on at BBC One at 9 o'clock.
So, I'm 35 years old. I'm a date rapist. Hello, Martha. Spiked drinks, back to my hotel room. She's comatose. In I pop. I've lost my marriage. I lose my job because not only am I a rapist, but I'm also a police officer. So, what do you think? What do I get?
8.
On a fight?
10.
4.
4. Brilliant. Brilliant.
In court today, Martha?
Yes.
Trial? Anything interesting?
So that was last week's episode. What happens this week?
Well, this week, oh, God, you know what? I can't remember.
Well, you did it 4 months ago, yeah.
The reason I know it was the other way around is because I was on crutches.
Yes, what did you do?
I was training for Soccer Aid. I hadn't played football for 20 years and was training for Soccer Aid and danced around Bradley Walsh. And
as you do.
my leg hyperextended and I fractured myself up my knee 6 weeks before we started filming.
Oh, they must have loved you for that.
They filmed the second episode first, so I could be on crutches, because I was on crutches. So
yeah.
Second episode first, so I could be on crutches in the second episode, and then in the first episode, I'm just sort of standing behind desks. I'm not really walking around or sitting
Don't you have
down.
clauses in your contract? You're not allowed to do dangerous sports?
Well, they made me fall down the stairs so that I could stay in the show. So I fell down the stairs at the end of the first episode, which then meant I could limp.
Explain your limp.
You've got all the executives standing at the top of the stairs going, right, go on, down you go.
The worst thing was when I was off the crutches, there were still scenes I had to shoot with the crutches. And
yeah.
after being on crutches for sort of 2 months, it was just annoying to have to still keep using them.
Will you do me a favour, because there's someone who is not here today who I know
gutted.
very much. And I have actually, Holly, I did show Rupert the text that you sent this morning, and she's missed you each time you've come in. She will be watching now.
Sky Plus.
Yeah, she'll be watching. So could we just have a little message for Holly from
Holly? I'm absolutely gutted you're not here. I wish I'd met you. I did meet you once at the Brits, and I remember coming up and saying hello. So hello, and maybe next time you'll be here.
She'll have a crazy grin on her face now.
I'd like to say thank you, Holly, because both times you've been sick, Rupert, I've got to meet him twice. So thanks for that. Thanks. Just got to say very quickly, at Whitechapel is the third series.
I start the third series of Whitechapel this summer, which should be fun. I've just got back from Puerto Rico, where I've been doing Treasure Island with Eddie Izzard for Sky. So that was an amazing experience. And then I'm meant to be off to Broadway to do Private Lives with Kim Cattrall.
And when you say meant to be, what do you mean that's...
They're still doing the deal and
okay.
fitting the dates around Whitechapel and things, but I think it's going to work out, actually.
And how's the family?
They're great. I've got to say hello to my kids, actually.
You must say hello to you. If you said hello to Holly, you've got to say hello.
Peter,
it's
hello,
Florence and Peter, isn't it?
Yes, that's right. Florence and Peter. Hello.
Oh, it's absolutely terrific. Thank you very much indeed for coming in today. It's lovely,
Pleasure.
lovely to see you, mate. And it's Silk, and it's tonight at 9 o'clock on BBC One. Thank you. Thank you.
You look very nice in a wig, Mama. Now, before Elise